That's what you've been force-fed for years. The songs of fools. The House of Mirrors. Entertainment. And laughter and enjoyment and amusement. This is America. This is one giant amusement park. No matter what, see, this is what people don't respect. You have the right to worship any god. Everybody forgot all these gods want sacrifice.
They devils. And the creator don't want no sacrifice.
The creator wants lambs.
That's
The
right.
wicked want humans. They hate humans. Kill a human for me and I'll do something for you.
That's right. That's where sacrifice came from.
So they take authority over all humans, given power from an entity that is not a human, that is written in this book to be recognized as a dragon. Wow, destruction fry you, bitch. Burn, nigga. Shit. Who is like the beast? Okay, well, if anybody wants to try to fight the beast, they're just considered a rebel. And it puts us right back into that, Star Wars. The old republic died, the empire has risen, and these rebels fight against him.
Think that what they're gonna be calling us, rebels?
And there was given unto him a mouth, speaking great things and blasphemies.
Outlaws.
And power was given unto him to continue 42 months. So it's 42 months, right? But every time we go into this thing, it always tells us what? And it tells us these short times that don't make sense. Like in the book of Daniel, they're going to steal 1,000 years, they're going to change times and laws, but, it's only 1,200
That part already happened.
something days or weeks that they're supposed to be at, right? And when we they give us 1,290 something in was it days, weeks, or months? It was weeks, right? And it gives us some shitty number, right? 1,290 weeks, right? This is 1,290 times 7, right? But it's still just going to give us weeks, right? Weeks, 2 years, excuse me, I forgot to do this, 2 years, right? It's 24 years. Some shit like that. I know this number's wrong. I just can't remember. But when you start adding a 0 or 2, it starts to change. Now, when it adds 1 0, it's going to change that number, right? It's 200 years. Now, if you sit there and say, oh, this started because of slavery, they started bringing people over and fucking what? Since the dumb diverses. Now, again, if you add a 0, it's going to mean 2,000, so it can't be that. It's got to be reasonable actions from what? From laws being set over men, authority. So again, you got to go back to Daniel to get the right number to start with. I'm just using an example. So when I read this and it says power is given to them 42 months, I says somebody has a problem in the Greek, because the Greek words are not giving us the what? The 10, the hundreds, and the thousands columns. They're just giving us the root number. Just like I was like, oh man, Ecclesiastics don't read like it's a Hebrew word. And then when you read the Ecclesiastics, it says, what? It's not only a fucking Latin word, which means the Latins have touched the Old Testament, right? That's their signature. We fucked with this book. Meaning the Old Testament, not just Ecclesiasticus. Excuse me. Ecclesiastes. Now, who are they? They're the Hispanians. What does the Hispanian do? They mix with the Latin, the Hispanic and the Latin. Who's the Latin? The Latin is the Punic. Who's the Punic? The Punic or the Punicus is the what? The Carthaginian. Who is what? Who's a Canaanite? So that means the Canaanites, right, came over with the Hispanolas. Now, Hispanolas in Latin call themselves what? South American, Central and South American. So Latin is Canaanite. So the Latin church is a Canaanite church. So your Vatican is what? It's a fucking snake worshiping church. It's a Canaanite church. What is a snake? It's a dragon. What do you have in all the Orient shit? Dragons. And house cats. Okay? Okay. You're gonna get it pretty soon. So again, we take 42 months and we add 2 zeros. Right? And then starts giving us something real. A real number. Now if we take 1 zero off, it gives us 35 years, right? That's still years. So either they're gonna do this for 35 years or they're gonna do it for 350 years. Now the thing is, it's still gonna take us back up here to who is this talking about? Is it talking about EU or is it talking about something else? Because if it's talking about the EU is in control. If it's talking about something else, then the EU can just be a small part of something else. Or a small part of something else. Now, time will tell us the correct answer. We can guess all day and all night. Now, he opened his mouth in 35, whether it's 350 years or just 35. And he opened his mouth in blasphemy against the Creator to blaspheme his name and his tabernacle and them that dwell in heaven. Now, what's a tabernacle? Everybody that deals with the Bible should know this.
You are the tabernacle.
It's a house. Huh? A movable habitation or a fixed location, typically of light construction, a meeting place for worship, right? Used by some Protestants or Mormons. So here is a tabernacle. Now this is exactly what we see.
That's the way they teach you it.
Let me see if I can.
But you are the tabernacle. You are the church. You are the temple.
I don't remember how to spell it. No. Gale chain, right? And we look at Gale chain. Well, you really got to find the right one. So this is the front of it. When we look at the tabernacle, this is the front. Alright? This is looking from above down on it. See how all these straps are connected to each tin pole to keep the roof of the tin up? So this is a close resemblance of what we're looking at. So the tabernacle is a movable or fixed tent. That means you do not have the money or the supplies or the correct location to rebuild the original temple. Now you can see The front has been ripped down.
You are the temple.
You can see the inner box, and then you can
As far
see
as
the
the
Holy
buildings
of
they have.
Holies has been destroyed. Now, try to find a better one. And this shows you the wall you can dwell within, upstairs and downstairs. We have no idea how high the walls were. Right, here's the inner wall, and the house is built to the inner wall. Right, these are little doorways, little windows. You see it goes all the way around, and here you have an inner wall. Right, this inner wall is comparable to the box that you see right here. Right? See the holy box, and inside is another box, and it's the most holy, or the Holy of Holies. Right? This is where they told you the ark was kept, and you see the tenting on the outskirts of it. Right? A little fence for sheep. So out here, beyond the wall, you can see where all the homes were. You can see another series of walls out here, and you can see some of it, right? Any straight line is not natural, so something was built there. Every time you see one of these straight lines, here's another angle of it. Holy is torn down, and then some of the Holy of Holies is torn into as well. Then you can see the outer wall, the little walls. Here's a close-up of what? You know what that is. So, usually they do go into the tabernacle, or the tent of meeting, or considered the sanctuary. That's out of the fucking city and go dwell in the tabernacle, and when you do, you know they're going to be coming after you and persecuting you. And they will come and say, you live in a tent, your God ain't this, your God ain't that. You will remind them that your God created them, just because they are not worshiping that God that created all and give us all air to breathe. This is not going to go good for them. The scripture is telling you it's not going to go good for you, because some of us have to what? Have to bring our brothers and sisters to the house of mourning. And how do we do that? Because we have to die for them to what? For them to deal with what? Our death in their heart. Because by dealing with the sadness, it changes their heart and makes them better people. Some of us are just sacrificial little lambs. We'll never think that, because, our egos have been trained to think that, God sleeps inside our fucking brains, right? There's 5 billion of us, right? So, we all get a headache at once, right? No, we don't.
The Creator doesn't sleep, and a portion of the Spirit is in you. And it sits on the pineal gland, so let's not get that mixed up. As far as the Creator sleeping, the Creator doesn't sleep. The Creator's energy. It's not possible for the Creator to sleep. So
God is in the temple between your eyes. No, he's not.
Your pineal gland is not between your eyeball, but your brain is.
We just lie to each other for false comfort. That's no different than masturbation.
Oh my goodness. You said that last one.
I name my pet a human name. And what does the food laws say about pets? Because these pets have paws, and you're not to touch things that have paws.
What?
Not dead. Not alive. You have 9 strands of DNA. What the fuck do you need a cat for? Like these mythical morons have been telling you for half a century, not knowing why. All the answers are inside of you. But they hear you, so they try to put you on the table and cut you up to find the answers to the...
Yeah, you don't serve cats, or I don't serve dogs. I don't know about the whole touching thing. Touch it. I mean, to pet a dog is one thing. I'm not... All the other stuff you ain't supposed to be doing. So I don't know where he's going with that.
The world. And you, with such good wisdom, you say, okay. And he opened his mouth to speak blasphemy against the Creator and to blaspheme his name and his tabernacle. And it was given unto him to make war with the saints.
Now that's already happening in the spiritual and somewhat physical, but it will come out in the physical. It's definitely seeming that way. And now you got people walking around looking to recruit people in the army or Marines, whatever. So that tells me that war's definitely gonna break out as well.
And to overcome them.
They probably got it jabbing.
You have to make something look really, really bad for something really, really good to come. And power was given him over all kindreds and tongues and nations, because why? Everybody just witnessed, everybody in the one world government just witnessed the Israelites get